Hey guys, CRT here today. In today's video I want to talk about storage of cartridges, specifically handheld cartridges. Now I like collecting all sorts of games, but Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, original Game Boy, Gamegear, I don't like collecting in boxed versions of it, mainly because of the expense. They're sometimes 2, 3, 4 times more expensive, where I just want to play the game. I'm not interested in having the box for the most part. So today I just wanted to share how I store my cartridges, so you might gain some inspiration by it. But yeah, let's get down to it. So I have these cardboard drawers that I picked up off of Amazon. And then inside, it's probably better shown on that one, I've then stuck in these 3D printed trays. I found them on Thingiverse. They hold 12 across and they're good for Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and original Game Boy. And as you can see, they fit really nicely into here, and you can still flick through and see what each of the games are. And because of the height also, it means you can get these odd shaped ones that fit perfectly well. I'll show you this one. You can see that I've got the box tie ones there. Again, they're sort of odd sized cartridges that fits in. Now you can fit 12 into a row, which means I get 48 into a drawer. And I've got, obviously, as you can see, quite a lot of Game Boy Advance games, so they're all sorted into alphabetical order, but they're really nice to get to. Keeps the dust off them. Obviously it doesn't fit everything, so some of the really odd shaped ones, which I don't seem to have in here, don't fit, but for the majority of it does. Okay, and then for Game Boy Color and original, what I've used is the same 3D printed tray, but this time a 4 litre really useful box. You can see that I've stuck them in just the same as what I've done previously, but again, they all fit really nicely. You can just pull them out as when you need. The other really nice thing is, once the lid goes on, the games don't fall out, so you can happily move this around. You can see that it's just enough give that it doesn't touch them, it keeps them. Now it doesn't fit everything. You can see just in the corner there all the Game Boy Color Rumble type games, but I've got enough space that I could just lie them in flat. It's not too much of an issue. Okay, and then for Gamegear, it's exactly the same. So I'm using a 4 litre really useful box. This time a slightly different 3D printed bracket, but not much different to what I've already got. And you can see that you can flick through. If I want one out in the middle, it's nice and easy to get to. Goes back in. Goes back in. There you go. And fits, quite nicely, to be honest. You can fit a good amount in there. Again, it doesn't fit the really odd ones like Micro Machines, but there's enough space at the back that it fits in without mucking around with the box itself. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope that people find inspiration from this. If you've got any other solutions to storage of cartridges, I'd love to find out in the comments. And if you like this video, I'd really appreciate if you could drop me a subscribe and a like. That's it for today, guys. Thanks, and see you next time.